His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa issued Order 5 of the year 2025 restructuring the Board of Directors of the National Space Science Agency, the NSSA. The restructured Board of Directors of the NSSA shall be chaired by Sheikh Khalid bin Ali bin Jabir Al Khalifa and include the following members: Sheikh Hamad bin Mohammed bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the President of the University of Bahrain, the Chief Executive of Tamkeen, Ali Abdulaziz Janahi, Amal Ahmed Al Abbasi, Khalid Saleh Ashir. The board membership term shall be 4 years. His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa received at Safriya Palace the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian Expatriates Affairs, Dr. Badr Abdul Ati, upon his visit to Bahrain. Dr. Abdul Ati conveyed to His Majesty the King the greetings of the President of Egypt, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, wishing the kingdom and its people further progress and prosperity. His Majesty the King asked the Minister to convey his greetings to President al-Sisi, wishing progress and prosperity for Egypt and its people. His Majesty affirmed his pride in the historical and fraternal ties between Bahrain and Egypt in light of the mutual commitment to strengthen relations and enhance cooperation to serve mutual interests. His Majesty the King highlighted the importance of such visits in enhancing cooperation, consultation and coordination between the two countries, particularly in light of the current developments in the region. His Majesty the King welcomed the Minister and noted the importance of such visits that support cooperation and coordination between the two brotherly countries on current issues in light of the developments and events in the region. His Majesty hailed the efforts of President al-Sisi in strengthening Bahrain-Egypt relations and commended Egypt's historic and pioneering role in supporting joint Arab action, safeguarding the interests and gains of the Arab nation and promoting peace, security and stability in the region. The meeting addressed regional and international developments of mutual interest, particularly the latest Middle East developments, and exchanged views on them. For his part, Dr. Abdul Ati has expressed his appreciation to His Majesty the King for the warm reception and hospitality and commended His Majesty's role in strengthening cooperation between the two countries. On behalf of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa yesterday attended the closing ceremony of the Bobco Energy's Bahrain Championship held at the Royal Gulf Club under the patronage of His Majesty the King. His Royal Highness affirmed Bahrain's position as a global destination for major sporting events and championships in line with the visions and aspirations of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness noted the kingdom's commitment to enhancing its sports sector by achieving regional and international sports accomplishments. His Royal Highness commended Bahrain's ability to host world-class sporting events, attributing the success to the kingdom's attractive features, advanced infrastructure and the expertise of its national workforce. His Royal Highness also highlighted the growing popularity of golf in the region and the importance of further developing the sport. His Royal Highness also noted the contributions of His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad and His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad in advancing the kingdom's sports sector, which played a key role in the success of the Bobco Energy's Bahrain Championship. His Royal Highness extended his gratitude and appreciation to the sponsors, contributors and organisers of the championship and wished them future success in organising other championships in the kingdoms. His Royal Highness witnessed the finale of the championship and presented the prize to the winner, Laurie Cantor, who expressed gratitude to His Majesty for his patronage and to His Royal Highness for attending the closing ceremony. The Chief Executive Officer, DP World Tour, Guy Kinnings, has commended the unwavering support of His Majesty and His Royal Highness in promoting golf in Bahrain. He also acknowledged His Highness Sheikh Nasser's role in supporting golf and His Highness Sheikh Khalid's commitment to ensuring the success of the championship. Kinnings has thanked all partners and sponsors of the tournament, including the Bahrain Olympic Committee, Bobco Energies and the Royal Golf Club, expressing pride and optimism for the continued collaboration between DP World Tour and Bahrain. His Royal Highness then presented tokens of appreciation to key contributors, including by His Majesty the King's representative for humanitarian work and youth affairs and chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad Al Khalifa, the first deputy chairman of the Supreme Council for Youth and Sports, chairman of the General Sports Authority, and president of the Bahrain Olympic Committee, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad Al Khalifa, and the chairman of the board of trustees of the Isa bin Salman Education Charitable Trust, and chairman of the board of directors of Tamkeen, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. His Royal Highness also presented tokens of appreciation to representatives of the Bahrain Tourism and Exhibition Authority, Bahrain Mumtalakat Holding Company, Mumtalakat, the Royal Gulf Club, Babco Energies Group, DP World Tour, the National Bank of Bahrain, Beyond, and the Royal Bahrain Hospital for their outstanding contributions to the championship's success. His Highness Sheikh Nasser bin Hamad, His Highness Sheikh Khalid bin Hamad, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Salman bin Hamad, a number of senior officials and Guy Kinnings attended the closing ceremony. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa chaired the weekly cabinet meeting at Ghalibiyya Palace on the occasion of the 57th anniversary of the establishment of the Bahrain Defence Force BDF. The cabinet commended the BDF's advancements in enhancing combat readiness, attributing this progress to the support of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. The cabinet extended its best wishes for the BDF's continued progress and development. The cabinet praised the success of the second edition of the Bobco Energies Bahrain Championship hosted by Bahrain under the patronage of His Majesty the King. The cabinet expressed its gratitude to the sponsors, contributors and organisers of the championship and wished them continued success. On the occasion of World Interfaith Harmony Week, which is celebrated annually in the first week of February, the cabinet affirmed Bahrain's commitment under the leadership of His Majesty the King to building bridges of communication, cooperation and dialogue among various civilizations, cultures and religions, promoting values of tolerance and coexistence for the benefit of humanity. The cabinet highlighted the importance of the occasion, unifying efforts aimed at enhancing dialogue between cultures and religions. The cabinet highlighted the broad participation in the 6th edition of the Government Innovation Competition Fikra. The cabinet reviewed the Government Executive Committee's memorandum on the proposed concepts and directed ministries and government agencies to assess the feasibility of incorporating these innovative ideas into their development projects. On the occasion of the upcoming Bahrain Sports Day, the cabinet announced that Thursday, the 20th of February 2025, will be a half-working day for all ministries and government agencies, allowing employees to participate in sports activities. The cabinet affirmed the significance of the official visit by Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, highlighting her role in strengthening bilateral cooperation and coordination. On the occasion of National Environment Day, observed annually on the 4th of February, the Cabinet reaffirmed its commitment to adopting projects and programs that support environmental goals and enhance community participation in sustainability efforts. The Cabinet then approved the following memorandums during the meeting. A memorandum submitted by the Ministerial Committee for Information Technology and Communication on developments in the digital transformation project for government services. The move aims to improve the efficiency of government procedures and services for citizens. A memorandum submitted by the Ministerial Committee for Information Technology and Communication regarding the launch of the eKey 2.0 and the My Government application. The first phase of its launch will include ID cards, passports, driving licenses, vehicle ownership, residency, birth certificates, vehicle registration and medical appointment services, as well as Ministry of Interior reports. A memorandum submitted by the Ministerial Committee for Financial and Economic Affairs and Fiscal Balance on the membership, subscription and contributions of Bahrain international organizations. A memorandum submitted by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs on a draft law on securing transactions. A memorandum submitted by the Minister of Industry and Commerce regarding the accession of Qatar and Turkey to the basic status or statute of the Integrated Industrial Partnership for Sustainable Economic Development. A memorandum submitted by the Minister of Industry and Commerce regarding the request for approval to authorize the signing of the Free Trade Agreement between GCC countries and New Zealand. A memorandum submitted by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs on the government's response to 3 proposals submitted by the Representatives Council. In addition, the Cabinet noted the following ministerial reports. The outcomes of the Kingdom's participation in the celebration of the 50th anniversary of the establishment of the Arab Energy Fund. The outcomes of the Kingdom's participation in the 50th edition of the Arab Health Exhibition and Congress 2025. The outcomes of the Kingdom's participation in the General Secretariat of the Council of Arab Ministers of Social Affairs ceremony on the occasion of the first Arab Day of Older Persons and Arab Volunteer Day. External visits made by the Kingdom and official visits made to the Kingdom by various international delegations during February 2025. His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa received the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian Expatriates Affairs of Egypt, Dr. Badr Abdel Ati, at Ghudaybiyah Palace. His Royal Highness highlighted the strong relations between Bahrain and Egypt, noting that these ties continue to strengthen with the support of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and the President of Egypt, Abdel Fattah al-Sisi. His Royal Highness affirmed the importance of continuing to strengthen the strategic partnership between Bahrain and Egypt to achieve shared goals and aspirations. His Royal Highness noted Egypt's historical role in strengthening joint Arab efforts and supporting regional peace, security and stability. During the meeting, ways to enhance cooperation between Bahrain and Egypt were discussed, along with the latest regional and international developments. For his part, Dr. Abdelati has also expressed his appreciation for His Royal Highness's commitment to strengthening comprehensive bilateral relations between Bahrain and Egypt, extending his best wishes for Bahrain's continued progress and prosperity. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid al-Zayani, the Minister of Finance and National Economy, Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa al-Khalifa, and the Minister of Cabinet Affairs, Hamad bin Faisal al-Malki, also attended the meeting. The Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Isa bin Salman Education Charitable Trust, Chairman of the Board of Directors of Temkeen, and Chairman of the Rashid Equestrian Horse Racing Club REHC High Committee, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, received professional golfer Sergio Garcia Fernandez. His Highness highlighted the Kingdom's ongoing achievements in the sports sector, attributing the successes to the unwavering support of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa and His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. His Highness discussed various frameworks for strengthening cooperation through plans and projects aimed at advancing golf in Bahrain. In this regard, His Highness congratulated all involved in the signing of a cooperation agreement to construct the REHC golf course, which aligns with the club's strategic vision as an integrated center for sports activities, while reinforcing its pivotal role in the development of equestrian sports and horse racing. Witnessed by the 2025 Bobco Energy's Bahrain Championship, which builds upon the Kingdom's strong track record in hosting international sporting events. His Highness reiterated the importance of enhancing the REHC sports facilities and strengthening strategic partnerships that consolidate the Kingdom's global standing as a premier sports destination in line with the club's aspirations. The Vice President of the Supreme Council for Environment and Deputy Chairman of the REHC, His Highness Sheikh Faisal bin Rashid Al Khalifa, also attended the meeting. As part of the development plans and efforts done by Rashid Equestrian Horse Racing Club REHC to enhance Bahrain's position as a leading destination for sports tourism, a project of establishing a world-class golf course at the REHC in Rafah was announced. The project agreement was signed in the presence of the CEO of REHC, Yusuf Osama Bhajji, and the CEO of Bariq Al-Ritaj Real Estate Company, as well as the Spanish golf star Sergio Garcia and designer and brand ambassador of the course, Yusuf Bachiri. The agreement includes preparations and implementations of the design of the world-class golf course project that will be established within the general development plan of the club. Bhajji stressed the importance of the golf course project as one of the strategic projects that receives the attention of REHC's High Committee, chaired by the Chairman of the Board of Trustees of the Isa bin Salman Education Charitable Trust, Chairman of the Board of Directors of Temkeen, and Chairman of the REHC's High Committee, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa. He added that such efforts aim to establish more diverse development projects in all fields that contribute to making the club a leading and comprehensive destination. Bushiri has also expressed his pride in the implementation of Bariq Al-Ritaj Real Estate Company of the world-class golf course project, which is considered one of the major sports facilities in the Kingdom of Bahrain. He highlighted that the project will contribute to further enhancing the position of Bahrain as a destination for hosting international events and championships of various sports, including golf. As part of the partnership, Spanish professional golf star Sergio Garcia has visited Bahrain, during which he was briefed on the plan and design of the golf course at the REHC, completed technical discussions, and discussed ways to enhance media and promotional partnerships for the project. Sergio Garcia is one of the world's prominent golf stars and has a record full of international titles with 36 international championships. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, met with the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian Expatriates, Dr. Badr Al-Abdelati. Dr. Al-Zayani highlighted the strong historical relations between Bahrain and Egypt and the development of cooperation at various domains under the guidance of His Majesty the King and the President of Egypt. Dr. Abdelati has expressed his pleasure to visit Bahrain, noting the strong and growing ties between the two countries and people and the mutual keenness to further expand cooperation to serve mutual interests and support joint Arab action, stressing Egypt's interest in strengthening its relations with Bahrain in various domains. The two sides reviewed bilateral cooperation, the means to further develop bilateral cooperation in the political, economic, trade and investment domains, and reviewed opportunities to develop joint relations at all levels to serve the interests of the two countries and people. They also discussed current regional developments and their implications on the humanitarian situation, regional security and stability, the latest developments in Syria, Lebanon and Gaza, and regional and international efforts aimed at ending conflicts, protecting civilians, delivering humanitarian aid and relief, and establishing a just and lasting peace in the region. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Immigration and Egyptian Expatriates, Badr Abdelati, and his accompanying delegation yesterday arrived in Bahrain on an official visit to Bahrain. Upon their arrival at Bahrain International Airport, Dr. Badr Abdelati was received by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Abdulatif bin Rashid Al-Zayani, the head of the Arab and African Affairs Sector, Ambassador Ahmed Mohammed Al-Traifi, Egyptian Ambassador to Bahrain, Riham Abdel Hamid. The Ministry of Work signed a contract with the Haji Hassan Group for the main sewage transmission pipeline along Sheikh Isa bin Salman Highway. The Minister of Works, Ibrahim bin Hassan Al-Hawaj, said that the project aligns with the ministry's vision to enhance the sustainability and efficiency of the sewage system amid Bahrain's urban development. Al-Hawaj has also said the project has two phases. The first phase extends from Sar Junction to Jasra Junction, with the installation of 3.29 kilometers of sewage pipes and 600 meters of pipelines. The second phase extends from Sar Junction to the Tubli wastewater treatment plant, including the installation of 2.7 kilometers of pipes and an additional 2.04 kilometers of pipelines. The Minister of Education, Dr. Mohammed Jum'a, chaired the meeting to start the second semester to review the progress of educational processes and the executive plan for the operation of the semester. He emphasized the ministry's keenness to raise students' levels of educational alignment or attainment by applying the best curricula and means of evaluation, ensuring justice and accuracy in the evaluation processes, and monitoring the results of the exams. The minister indicated that a meeting with about 400 students from all secondary schools is currently being prepared in preparation for the formation of the Student Advisory Committee, which will study the most appropriate organization of the final exam schedules, in addition to reviewing the results of the final semester exams. The Minister of Industry and Commerce, Abdullah Fakhru, met with the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Immigration and Egyptian Expatriates, Dr. Badr Abdelati. At the beginning of the meeting, Fakhru affirmed the depth of relations between Bahrain and Egypt, noting the importance of enhancing the prospects of cooperation in various sectors, including strengthening joint work in the economic sector and the exchange of experiences and expertise in the industrial and commercial fields, due to the mutual keenness to strengthen bilateral cooperation to serve the interests of both countries and achieve mutual aspirations. He highlighted the features of the promising economic and investment environment in Bahrain, listing a number of the most prominent local and international strategic projects and pointing to the facilities provided by the government to investors from all over the world, which had a profound impact on attracting qualitative investments and diversifies projects to the kingdom. The Minister of Social Development, Osama bin Saleh Al Alawi, visited Her Highness Sheikh Hissa bint Ali Al Khalifa's Elderly Care Center to review its services. During the visit, the Minister emphasized the importance of continued collaboration between the Ministry of Social Development and Her Highness Sheikh Hissa bint Ali Al Khalifa Elderly Care Center to enhance services for senior citizens, highlighting the Ministry's national strategy. Al-Alawi pointed out that the ministry pays increased attention to the elderly as a priority within its national strategy by enhancing their capabilities and activating their social role. He praised the center's pioneering role in providing care for senior citizens. The results of attracting investments in priority sectors by the Economic Development Board during 2024 confirmed the success of national efforts to overcome challenges and make achievements. The results highlighted positive economic indicators, most notably the attraction of direct investments in the national economy amounting to 680 million Bahraini dinars. More in this report.
The Kingdom of Bahrain is moving steadily towards enhancing its economic competitiveness based on an ambitious vision led by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, Prime Minister and Chairman of the Economic Development Board (EDB). During a recent EDB meeting, His Royal Highness emphasized that the positive economic indicators achieved in the past year reflect the success of Team Bahrain in supporting national work paths towards further excellence, as Bahrain attracted direct investments worth 680 million Bahraini dinars in 2024. Within the framework of economic diversification, Bahrain's strategic sectors have achieved remarkable growth, with the industrial sector topping the list of investments, followed by the technology, tourism and financial services sectors, which enhances the kingdom's ability to attract qualitative projects. The kingdom has also witnessed investments including JP Morgan's expansion in hiring Bahraini talent, STC's investment in an advanced data center, and Crypto.com's launch of a digital currency credit card based in the kingdom, reinforcing the kingdom's position as a leading financial and technical center in the region. The SME sector also witnessed remarkable growth, recording an 8.6% increase in its contribution to the GDP, rising from 4.2 billion Bahraini dinars in the third quarter of 2023 to 4.51 billion Bahraini dinars in the third quarter of 2024. These statistics reflect the growing confidence in the kingdom's investment environment and will create 7,400 new jobs over the next 3 years, to add to the jobs created by the national economy annually.
The Ministry of Health, in partnership with the Information and E-Government Authority, continued field visits to implement the third National Health Survey in the Kingdom of Bahrain, which targets individuals aged 18 years and above across all governance. More in this report.
The third National Health Survey in the Kingdom of Bahrain is an internationally accredited program implemented every 5 years between the Ministry of Health, the Information and E-Government Authority, and primary healthcare centers. This survey covers a random sample of Bahrain's population, providing a comprehensive database and information about the health status of the population in order to improve health indicators and support healthcare initiatives and development policies. The survey process includes phone contact with randomly selected households to obtain consent and schedule a field researcher visit. During the visit, participants undergo essential medical tests, including blood pressure, pulse rate, vision, and blood tests, along with other assessments to accurately evaluate their health. The third national survey is an essential step in collecting data that reflects the health status of the population in Bahrain to be utilized in developing the health services provided based on the needs of the community, in addition to studying and defining the health characteristics of Bahraini society to build effective future strategies to develop this sector.